everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Petra, and if you're new, then welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to actually do a little review and tutorial on the new Disney Pirates of the Caribbean collaboration that happened with Lorac, which is cool and kind of interesting. I also have a couple of the lip shades too. But they came out with an eyeshadow palette, and then they also have the blush or the cheek, it's just called the cheek palette, but it's highlights and blushes. So this is the packaging. This is what it came in, very, very piratey. And it just says, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and it's by Lorac. And on the back, it has all of the shades here. And then it just says, inspired by Disney's newest installment of the swashbuckling adventure story, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. And then it talks about the 18 shades in here, which are very unique and different. And I will show you those here. Let me go ahead and I'll open it up for you. The palette looks like this right here, which is pretty freaking sweet. I love how it has a compass on it, and then on the side over here it says Treasure in the Stars, and it has the logo, and then of course Lorac's logo down below, and on the sides it says Guided by the Stars, which is so cute. And then it has the logo again, and then on the other side it has Uncharted Brilliance, and then this actually opens up, and I will show you what that is for here in a minute. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up the palette first. So of course it has a big nice mirror inside, which I won't show you too much because I don't want to blind you guys. And then the dust cover, of course. And then here are all the shades. So there they are. There are 18. They are a little bit smaller, I think, than their typical shade size, but I mean, this is a collector's edition kind of thing, so you really are just paying more for the packaging on this. Let's see. So here they all are, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of them so you can see what they are, but I'm not going to talk about every one of them. I'm just going to swatch them on my arm so you guys can see what they all look like. Oh, and then also they give you this little Lorac black eyeliner to get that, you know, Captain Sparrow black eye kind of look if you want to go that far with that smoky of an eye. But I think that's kind of cool that they put their black eyeliner in here, and I've heard this is an excellent black eyeliner, that it's actually really hard to get off, which I don't know if you like that, but it will stay in your waterline, I've heard. So I'm going to test that out tonight and see how that works. But anyway, so those are all the shades, and we'll go ahead and do the swatch. Next product that I picked up was the cheek palette, and it comes in the similar packaging, just a little bit smaller here, and it's kind of cool. It has like a little galaxy kind of, you know, interior on the inside there. So here is the palette, and it is so pretty. I think this is such a beautiful palette with the stars, and I don't know what this little thing is, but also up here at the top it has a little bit of Latin, and that says Verum Omnia Simul Astra, which means to direct all of the stars at the same time. And trust me, I do not speak Latin. I definitely had to look that up, but that is what it means, in case you were wondering. So then let's go ahead and we will open this up. And oh, and the dust cover, I love this. I think the dust cover is super cool. It is this little like moon, it has like little moons that go onto the shades here. So, and then this also has like a little mirror with it as well. So I don't want to flash you guys too much, but I actually really like keeping the dust covers on the product because it really helps protect the mirror from getting super dusty. And I don't know, they do get kind of annoying. Some of them that are really cheap I'll throw away, but I think this one's pretty cute, so I'll probably keep that on there to protect the shades and also the mirror. And then also the mirror says, chart a course for the stars. I love all the cute little like quotes on here. It's just an inspiring, sweet little collaboration. All right, so let's look at the shades. So they are named Fortune, Destined is this one, Star Reader, Lost Soul, Caribbean, and then also Bold Spirit. These four right here are all more of the highlight shades. So if you're not big into highlight, I don't know if you would really like this palette very much, but the quality of these, like I'll just swipe really quick the Bold Spirit, and it is pretty, you know, it has a really nice formula, just like most Lorac products anyway. Then these two are blush shades. I am gonna say that this shade is gonna go on all skin tones really well, but this shade barely shows up on my skin tone, and so if you're any darker, I feel like, than I am, then you are not gonna see this. But I have found that if you use this shade, and then they're very pigmented, so if you wanna like tone it down a little bit, then you could sweep this one maybe over the top if you wanted to use that for something. But that kind of is, I feel like, the dud of the palette here. But the rest of them are really cool. So if you're not a highlight person though, I don't know if I'd get that, but the blush color is really pretty. And I'm gonna show you, the cool thing about this is this little guy fits into the little compartment in the palette here. So here is this, and then this just pops open, and it's kind of, I feel like they kind of did a very good job with marketing on this because it really makes you want to get that little palette to go in here too. Otherwise this is just going to be an empty compartment, but then you have it all in one, so you could just, you know, throw this in your bag. It is a little bulky, like I was gonna say, like I have one of the regular Lorac Mega Pro 2 palettes here, and then like this is your typical width of your Lorac, so that's like almost probably 3 times the width of your typical Lorac palette like that. I do like that those are normally really thin. It's bulkier, but it's just a nice part of this whole collaboration and collection, I think. So and then the last 2 things I got are, and you'll see these later in the video when I do my review, but the packaging looks like this on the lip shades. And so it's kind of cool. I got 2 shades and they are $26 each. And this is what they look like. And they come with a little mirror on one side, and then this one is in the shade Sparrow. So I'll just show you the lip shade. Looks like that. It's kind of a mauve grayish tone, which might look a little strange on my skin, but I loved the lip gloss color. It's just this very cool pinkish, like dual chrome greenish shade in there, and I think that was kind of a unique shade. And they are double-ended, so you get the lip gloss and the lipstick. And the other shade that I got was Risk It All, and here it is, and it has this gold pinkish dual chrome shade for the gloss, and then the lipstick is a very nice, I really think I'm gonna like this on my skin tone. It is a peach nude shade, a little more warmer, which I think will go well with my skin tone. So very cool packaging, a little bulky, $26. We will see if it's worth it, because $26 is a bit much for, I think, just a smaller lipstick size and a gloss. So we will try that out. I'm now gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial and put some of this stuff on my face and see how it does. So let's get started. So I'm not sure what I want to do because the shades are pretty cool and I want to create something kind of unique. I did do another look earlier on this that I will insert here, and you guys can see the look that I did earlier. And so this one, I want to do a little bit different of a look. So let's take the shade Bones right here and then just put that as my transition. That's pretty much the only transition shade I feel like that I have, or that's in here that's, you know, a lighter transition shade, but I think it'll work with all the colors. These shades, I think they're such a unique shade range and so unique to the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, and it's just different. I heard a lot of people have said, oh, I don't really like the shade range, and I think it's because everybody's in like spring and summer mode, and so this palette it does kind of throw you off because it's not really your typical like spring summer collection, but it's really beautiful, the different shades, and I feel like they all go together. Like I just look at this range and I think a lot of people don't get the shade range, but I think it's really unique. So I'm gonna go in just with this e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, and I'm gonna take Treasure, this shade right there. Whoa, that picks up a lot. Holy crap. It's definitely your, this is definitely your Lorac Mega Pro palettes. The formula is literally phenomenal. So then I'm gonna go into right here with this is my Morphe M433 brush. Tap that off because it's pretty pigmented. And I'm gonna take that on the outer edge. Get that in there. This I feel like is like a grayish green shade. I like to really just like pat the shade on because they kick up a lot and they are really pigmented. They blend out really nice, but I kind of like to go in with the shade and kind of wiggle it a little bit and then blend it, because if you don't do that, then you're gonna get a ton of fallout. Like I think I have a little bit of fallout, but I'm trying to prevent as much of it as I can. I really hate getting a lot of fallout, especially when I've already done like my foundation and the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go in with this little, I have this little Coastal Scents brush, number 13, and I'm gonna take Silver Mist right here, and I'm gonna go into the inner, whoa, that's dropping all over my shirt. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna take that into the inner corner here. Do something a little random in there, see what happens. And I'm gonna kind of blend that up to meet that other darker shade. I'm gonna take, of course, my famous Sigma E40 brush. I'm just gonna take this and blend it all together a little bit more. And then we're gonna go back in with that red shade, Treasure, and power that on a little bit more. I feel like it is kind of starting to fade. I'm gonna take my E45 Sigma again, and I'm gonna go back into R. I have to say it like that, R. And then I'm gonna take that on the outer edge of my eye here. And then I want to do a different shade in here underneath, so I'm going to go in with that Seafoam shade, which is kind of interesting. So, or Sea Haze. So we're going to go in with Sea Haze. Haven't used that yet, and then we're just going to do that underneath here. Kind of get some different shades in this eye look. I don't know. I kind of wanted to use more of them, so. Kind of fun. It makes it fun that way. Okay, and I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but I feel like once I get the eyeliner on and my lashes and the rest of everything, it will be much better. So I'm gonna actually go off camera and pop on the eyeliner and lashes, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll put in the Lorac eyeliner that came with this, and we will finish up the rest of the face as well. Okay, you guys, I am back, and this is with the lashes and eyeliner on here. And this band, I used the Gala lashes, which actually are from Kiss. This is the Midnight one, which these were really big, so I didn't do those, but they're the Lash Couture Faux Mink Collection. Excellent lashes. The only thing about these is the band is really thick. So what I do is I'll take I only lined with my NYX matte liquid liner, and I'll come in the corner here and make it a little bit thicker because it just evens out that lash line just a little bit, because they're pretty thick, so they gotta have a pretty thick band. So anyways, it helps even that out. So I did that, and then I was waiting to come back and use the Lorac eyeliner pencil that they give you. And this is really nice. I didn't know this, but it winds up like this, which is nice. So I'm gonna go into my waterline and do that. That just defines the eyes just a little bit more. So that is the finished eye look. And now I'm just gonna finish up the face with the cheek palette. So I have the palette, the Highlight Cheek palette here, and I'm going to go in with just the regular Caribbean shade here. So I'm gonna take a clean little face brush here, and I'm just gonna tap into that. Whoa, that is a lot. So tap that off. And I'm just gonna put that on the cheeks. And that is pretty nice. That shows up pretty well on my skin tone, I feel like. So it might go on a little bit darker of skin tones as well. It's a really universal shade, so I feel like that's good because it's not just, you know, warm or cool. It is a pretty good neutral shade. So pop that on. I always love having blush. It adds so much more life to the face. And as you get older, you tend to lose color in your face as you get older. So having a little bit of blush is really nice. Looks like you still have blood flow to your skin. So now I'm going to take my Morphe M501 brush and make sure the color is off of that. I'm gonna go into this highlight shade, Bold Spirit, kind of as like a blush topper here. So I'm just gonna put that on. It's a really nice, subtle highlight. It doesn't, like when you put it on, it's not initially like super, super bright. And so the camera may not even be picking it up as much as I see it here, but that's pretty. I think it's definitely good for blush topper. That's the Bold Spirit shade right here. And then I think I'm gonna add a little bit of gold tone to it. So I'm gonna go in with, or this peachy shade here, I'm gonna go in with Destined. Whoa, that is so much. And I'm gonna keep that on the back side. Maybe highlight up there a little bit too. Because if I highlight too much, you really start to see the texture on my skin. And who wants texture? No one. All right, so we'll put that, and you probably can see maybe a little bit of texture, but that's why I keep it on the back of my cheekbone here. And that is the face. So now we're gonna try both lip shades. I'm gonna go in first with, let's go in first with Sparrow. Here we go. Whoa, that's kind of an interesting shade on me. I feel like it kind of does go with the eye look pretty good though. It's interesting on my skin tone because I am very warm. Like I don't have any coolness in my skin at all. So I am very golden and yellow, so very warm. And these kind of shades tend to make me look a little dead sometimes. So I don't know. I think if I had a different blush color, I don't know though, that highlight, I don't know if you can tell, but that highlight kind of goes too. So I think the look goes together really well. I really love the feel of these Lorac lipsticks. I've heard that they're really good, so I give that a plus on the texture of the lipstick. We're gonna go ahead and top it now with this shade here, the gloss, and see what that does. This is already a really creamy kind of texture, so I'm curious if the gloss is gonna really do anything. It is hard to get some product out of here, so that's kind of weird. Huh. I mean, already going in 3 times. All right, I'm done with that. So once again, I like the color. Oh, look, it even matches my nails a little bit. It's really cool color. I think it would look fabulous on fair skin tones though. I think it would look really cool. But on me, I'm not sure. It goes with the look, like I said. That gloss, I'm not a fan of that. Definitely, and I don't feel like this is now worth that 26 bucks. So if you are, you know, wanting to get this maybe for the lipstick's great, but I don't know, you don't even get a ton. I mean, that's not a very big lipstick, so I don't know. But I don't know, if you want a part of the lipstick collection, then go for it, do whatever. Anyway, so that is the Sparrow shade. All right, so let's go on to the next shade. So the next shade is Risk It All. And like I said, it is that nice peach nude shade. Ooh, that's a nice nude. Once again, love the lipstick and the formula. It feels really nice on the lips. This lip gloss, I'm not looking forward to putting on because I think it's annoying, and I feel like the other one didn't even show up, even though it has like little glittery flecks in it. Like, I feel like it didn't even show up on my lips. All right, see how little of product comes out? You can, if you want, you can take this little plastic thing off and then you can really get in there and get more product, but like, who wants to do that? Like, then you can't travel with it because then all of the product will fall into the lid because there's nothing to stop it, because that's like a little stopper. But it just didn't really make that very good. So here we go. See, like when I first dotted on, it's like, oh, it's gonna look really cool as like a topper on my lips. But then when I go back, it's like it's blended into the lipstick. Go in 50 bazillion times. I'm loving the eye look though. Eye look is fun. Ba-bam. The shades in that palette, I'm telling you, people think it's weird, but I think they're awesome. Really pretty, good. If you want a neutral lip with like a heavy eye look, then this is the shade to go with. The Sparrow one was a little more dramatic, kind of like a little more glammy, I think. This would tone down your look a bit too. So really great shades for the lipsticks, but the gloss part, no. And for $26 for a crappy gloss and like not very big lipstick, I don't know if it's worth it, but I don't know. For the lipstick, if you really love the color, then go for it. So anyways, this is the finished look. So my overall review of this product is pretty freaking incredible, actually. I think that the shades in here are the formula, the Lorac formula that's amazing in the Mega Pro 2 palettes. And then this highlight palette and blush palette is good. The only downfall for this is the fact that it's made for more of a lighter skin tone, I think. I can get away with it, but I feel like anybody that might be a little bit darker or deeper skin toned, it might not work as well, but I do think that that blush shade works. And so, I don't know, if you want the collection, I think that it's worth it to get the whole collection. It is really cute. The packaging is adorable. I forgot to tell you that this is actually $52 for everything inside, which I will show you again. So there it is, and it's just so unique. I think that's what I love about this palette. It's so different than everything else that I've seen out there on the market. So it's just really, I think it's pretty sick. So anyways, awesome on that. It is $52. I think I got mine for a hot buy deal at Ulta. So I paid like $41.50 or something. So if you can still get in and get that, I would definitely scoop that up. The little cheek palette I think is worth it because I just wanted to have, you know, the whole collection, and you know, it goes right into here. Like, I mean, how cute is that? It's pretty cool, I think, that it can go in there. And then the shade range, I mean, you get the cool mirror, really nice mirror, and then this just really nice shades here, the you know, 4 highlights and then the 2 blush shades. It is better for, I think, a lighter skin tone, but this blush I think would go on everyone. So if you want the whole collection, I think that it's worth it. The highlights would work on all sorts of skin tones, I think, all the way from fair to deeper skin tones. So that's definitely worth it. And the formula in those are really fabulous. So that is my opinion on that. And then the lipsticks, these unfortunately are not my favorite. The lipstick shades are pretty sweet. I really like the lipstick shades that they have, but the gloss is kind of a dud. I feel like it ends up just looking like a clear lip gloss on, and these are $26 a piece. I don't think that $26 for kind of a crappy lip gloss and going in several times to get the shade is worth it. So lipstick, good. If you want it for the lipstick, the formula is great. I agree with people out there that say the Lorac lip formula is good. It might be worth it to you. You have to decide on that one for yourself, I think. So anyways, that is it. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye. How cute. You'll create a ton